Hey there guys, welcome back to Hersey Games and welcome back to our QPR career mode. If you're not all nice and caught up, then go check out the playlist. If you are, then welcome to today's episode here in the Prem. Love and life as things stand. Still, I'm fairly sure, unbeaten, 2 wins and a draw. Obviously, the most recent result, a 2-2 draw with Tottenham, which obviously we were gutted about, but that speaks, I think, complete volumes as to how well we're playing right now to be disappointed with a point against one of the big boys like Tottenham. So I think, truth be told, obviously we're outperforming how you'd expect a team who's just been promoted into the Prem. But the squad is looking fantastic. We've made some really good pickups. The squad's in a really nice place right now. Depth and rotation is maybe where you'd argue we're lacking just a little bit. But we have spent a good chunk of money and levels of realism would probably suggest and indicate that our spending would most likely be over at this sort of situation, this sort of moment. Sat with, I don't think that much money left. We've got 11 million still in the bank, and the way that we're going to run it, as I did say in the last episode, is we're only going to spend money if we make money till the end of this transfer window. Now, we have this week that we are currently in, and then it is deadline day at the end of this week. So it's not going to be that we're really looking to make many signings or anything like that. It's only going to be players coming in if players depart. And if they do, then we'll look to bring in some players and spend the kind of money that is earned. But realistically, our spending for this season is done and dusted. So the squad that we had is the squad that we have for this season. That is, of course, until potentially in January, where if we do have some money spent over, maybe we can spend just a little bit. But yeah, we're not going for anything crazy or ridiculous. We're trying to keep some levels of realism. And the players that we have managed to bringing in Vega on a free, Henry we picked up, Fred on a free, De Silva we picked up, Ferro we've picked up, Bellerin on a free. We've picked up a pretty good squad here. And obviously, picking up like 6 players, I think is plenty of business. We did also have plenty of players sell and some players loaned out. We still have more players to sell that we're waiting for people to potentially come and take a bite at. But as things sit right now, no more incomings and we're kind of waiting for outgoings. So I'll work my way forward. Any transfers or any information come up, I will let you know. Otherwise, I'll see you at deadline day. Jaden Ball has gone out on loan to UD Ibiza. So that will be interesting for him. Hopefully, more game time, less fun, because I'd imagine it's pretty difficult to not go out there and have a pretty good time. Also leaving is Jordan Archer. Now, this deal obviously was part of us bringing in Patterson. Is it Patterson we picked up, the Sunderland guy? He has gone for 600 or so thousand pounds. We got an A for that, which is a fantastic deal. He's gone off to the MLS. I think it was it Sounders he went at? It was on the screen for you. I'll be honest, I completely forgot because I made this deal like 10 days ago in real life. So I've completely forgot where he's gone, but he's gone. Okay, here we are on deadline day. Some of the latest deals you can see there. Rashford has gone to Aston Villa. That is a truly mad signing, by the way. That's actually wild. The top deals also include Rashford going to Aston Villa, and then Ruelt, I'm going to try and say it like that. He has gone to Rayo Vallecano, and then Timothy Weah has stayed in France but has gone to Monaco. So a couple of deals going through, but not too much happening just as of yet. We have had a loan offer in for Flaherty, which we are going to accept. It will just be a standard loan, though. I think I actually do have him listed. I can't remember, but I will accept a loan just to, get a few players off the books, I guess, for a little bit for now. But I'm just going to crack on. If anything happens, I'll jump you guys in. The Flaherty deal has gone through, so he's off to CD Lugo, I think is how it's said. Probably butchering that, but he's there for a season. Only 3 hours left, and so far the only deal outside of Flaherty is we had a loan offer for Lecco and a purchase offer for Lecco, both of which I've rejected, and a purchase offer for Kenneth Powell, which also has been rejected. So realistically, with only a couple of hours left, it doesn't look like much is going to be happening in or indeed out of QPR. With 1 hour to go, we'll have a little look at any of the big deals, anything big that's happened, just to see if anything interesting is going on. Samfield, I'm going to ignore that because Samfield is our rotation CDM. So let's just go and have a little look at some of these biggest signings of... can I search just the window? I don't know that I can search just the window. That's really frustrating. That's really frustrating. So we'll just have a little scroll through because it will show us deals from not just... Actually, you know what? Sod it. Yeah, let's just look at for the whole window. Let's not just look at deals on transfer deadline day. Otherwise, for example, I probably actually wouldn't have known that Liverpool have signed both Theo Hernandez and Fikayo Tomori. That's mental. 200 plus £1 million spent on 2 parts of a back line. Tomori, Van Dijk, Hernandez, Trent. That sounds horrific to deal with, but we're going to have to try and do it. Arujo off to United, a bit of an ultimate team beast. Lukaku going from Chelsea to PSG for a lot of money. El Nasiri going to Sporting. Good money spent there, has to be said. Inacio, somebody that we were looking at. You can see why we now did not pick him up, because for £55 million, he has gone to Everton, who we are actually playing next, so we might even come up against him very soon. Cunha has gone to Bayern Munich. Leo Hernandez? It's Lucas. Leo. I just fully mixed Theo and Lucas up to get Leo Hernandez. Lucas Hernandez off to PSG. Both the Hernandez boys on the move. Upamecano off to Milan as well. So sort of replacing that Tomori hole that is missing there. Lamar to Inter. Kanate to Leipzig. So that's where, the Tomori money's potentially come from. Also, Danjuma to Leipzig. Wow, Leipzig picking up some players. Mendes to Frankfurt. Cruz to Juventus. Mir off to Athletic Club. Rashford to Aston Villa, as we saw. And I'll just slowly sort of scroll through here so you guys can see some of the other dealings. Varane leaving United. I'm okay with that one. But yeah, plenty of ongoings, plenty of big signings. Our biggest signing was nowhere near that, obviously. But some good money spent. Elise off to Marseille. Interesting. Our biggest signing was, in fact, Henry for 10 mil. De Silva for 6.2. Ferro for 5.5. Patterson for 1.65. And then, obviously, some players leaving. And then we managed to pick up a lot of player on freeze as well. Some really good pickups. Including Vega, Bellerin, and Fred. So that is our transfer window. Overall, I'm very happy with it. Let me know what you would rate our transfer window out of 10. Personally, I'm giving it a solid 9. I think we had a really good window. The only thing that I think would have improved it was a new backup striker. But as I said, that was only going to happen if we sold after that point. And the Archer deal doesn't count because that was money put towards Patterson, which we did say beforehand as well. But we still have January if we really feel like we have problems. But I feel like this team is currently performing, and hey, who knows? We could continue to surprise a few. Well, we've actually had a transfer happen outside of the window. Charlie Owens, we had an offer from Rotherham, which I just accepted. I didn't try and negotiate. I just accepted 570,000 because I'm absolutely okay with that. And again, this is now basically money that's going to go towards our January transfer budget. So cool, just so you guys know. A lot of the players that we were scouting in the build-up to the end of our transfer window have also come through now, so we've got that to deal with. What I'll probably do for now is kind of just get rid of a lot of these, and then in January, we'll have a look and see if any of those players are potentially running out of contract, and those will be the kind of players that we can look to pick up and bring in as sort of, bit of squad rotation with good talent coming through. But up next, we have got Everton. I'm going to get that team sorted and probably accept that offer for George Thomas. Let's be honest. You know what? It's decent. Well, I'll just accept that. Strongest 11 on the pitch here, and we are just going to throw this squad straight in. I have no qualms or issues with doing that at all. They've got a very nice squad. It is a 5 at the back. We haven't played a 5 at the back in the Prem. It was our biggest bane in the Championship. You can see they have started Inacio, a transfer target of ours, and we went with Ferro instead because Inacio was nearly 10 times more expensive. So hopefully, out of the 2 Portuguese signings, ours will come out on top. But let's get into it. And before we jump into game number 1, let's hear from today's video sponsor. Do you need some more coins for your FIFA Ultimate Team? Then look no further than U7Buy. They're the cheapest and most reliable place to get your FIFA Ultimate Team coins. And if you use code HURSTY at checkout, you'll get yourself an extra discount. I want to say a massive thank you to U7Buy for sponsoring us. Don't forget that code HURSTY. Now let's get back to the video. More than just one debutant today, they've also got Arnold, the German midfielder, starting as well. But we start today's episode at home at Loftus Road. Also had a comment requesting I change the nets to default in regard to net tension and the shape. The net tension was on default, so what I did was I changed it to tight and then put it back to default and just see if that changed it, because I will agree that it was on the loose visual setting. It looked as if the nets were loose. You could tell by the way the ball went in the net. But hopefully, I haven't been able to find out since. Hopefully the tension is back to normal. And it was on hexagon. I hadn't changed that from the beginning of the game, but it was on that automatically. So whether I've either done that at some point and honestly not remembered, or I don't know, it's now on just default. So there we go. It took me an extra episode. Apologies, but it's there. But let's jump into the first game of the episode now that we've talked about nets, and hopefully come away with a positive start. 2 teams on 2 wins and a draw sit nice and high up the Premier League table as things stand right now. Let's crack on with it and see how we do. Come on, you Rs. A bit of play here, and we get the ball out to Vega. Vega's going to have to turn. Going to look back and find Henry. Bit of rotation into the middle of the park. He finds his teammate in De Silva. De Silva up to Hutton. And we get it to Ilias in the box here. He has one bite. It's taken away from him. Going to get it to Hutton. He's going to try and pull it onto his left. It's a good block again. Really positive start here from QPR. We could have very easily got the opening goal with a good chance from Chair. What a save that is from Pickford after a lovely strike from Harvey Hutton. But Calvert-Lewin's going to find himself into the book. I think that was in the middle of the park on... It might have been on De Silva. I think it was that chance. Yeah, where De Silva's played it through. I think it is a yellow card. It's a late tackle. It's not a great one. But we are going to have this ball now to whip into the box. Chrissy Willock is going to be the man stepping over it. Let's whip this one in there. I think I should put more on it. I should have done, or should I have done? Maybe. Ilias Chair with a good shot on target there. Good save, though, from Pickford. Really positive start here from the boys. Have to say, very impressed with how we've started this game. Hopefully, more of the same, but it's still 0-0 at the moment. Everton doing a good job here of bringing this ball forward nicely. They got the ball to Sarr, who's going to have a strike. And a good save there from Senor Seni Dieng. Very nice save indeed. First chance of the game for Everton. And it was from Sarr, who's then going to go out and take the corner here. We're going to have to go short just in case they do play the short corner, which they do. They've got Junior on the ball here. Plays it short inside. Got to stop the shot. I requested the change player, and it didn't change my player. More often than not, I have the issue of it changing my player too often. This time the opposite. And now we have a chance here to bring it away. Dickey plays it forward to Willock. We're just going to take our time here because I've lost the ball. Let's just try and get this one back. They've poked it nicely forward here. Calvert-Lewin takes it past Dickey. And they're going to play a lovely ball there to the edge of the box. Well done from Henry. Not quite the clearest interception there. But we did get the ball in the end. And now he's going to try and find a lovely ball there to Vega, which he does. Vega is just sort of bursting forward. There's no one in the box, though. Going to have to play it to the edge of the box. Not really where you want it at all. And Willock plays it to Chair. And Chair kind of just cushions it towards the goal instead of having a bit of a put your boot behind it moment, which is kind of what I was hoping for. But the run from Vega was absolutely perfect. But there was no one in the box, and that there ended up being the problem. But we've started really well. Nearly 40 minutes gone, and this has been a good game. It's a nice bit of play there from Everton. He is onside. I've got to just mark the run there from Calvert-Lewin. I could see where he was going to try and play it. Good tackle in the end as well from, I think it was Sarr getting forward and putting the pressure on Dickey. But Dickey did enough to make sure the ball found its way back to Seni instead of any other problems there. And maybe just to end up the half here, we could try and have a bit of a chance. Willock's going to try and lay it off to Hutton down the line. It's a good tackle from Keane. Keane's going to play it back calmly to Pickford, and the ref is going to blow his whistle for half-time. It's been a pretty... There's been real, like, little clusters of moments and then big gaps of just, like, fighting for the ball in the middle of the park. Everton really taking their time in some scenarios, just sort of playing it around the midfield, playing it out wide to the fullbacks, and then it ended going back to like somebody sat in like a DM kind of role. So it's been really tough to get the ball off of them, which is why their possession stat has been so through the roof. But I think the team on the pitch, and I say often, is the team that can get us something from this game. I do honestly think the next goal, the first goal, if there is going to be one, could easily be the winner in this game. So we just have to make sure that if there's going to be a goal, we score it, because I don't think there's going to be many in this one. 0-0, second half starts. Come on, yours. Good forward run here, out wide from McNeil. He's going to look back to the edge of the box. He's going to find Mikalenko, who's going to try and take it past. Willock doing a good job of getting back here to help Bellerin out. Does so very nicely. And Bellerin is going to get this ball forward now and then finds Willock on the run after coming back to help. And we're going to try and set Hutton away. Inacio is going to be the man that gets there. I was kind of really hoping Inacio would miss it, and then it would just make Ferro look like an even better signing, but it didn't work out that way. Ilias Chair picks up the ball in a really good spot here. Going to turn. Finds his pass there to Willock. Nice, simple bit of play here, boys. Just be nice and simple with it. Fred, it's not a great pass, but does really well to win the ball there. Good bit of strength in the middle of the park. Going to get it to Hutton. Oh, I tried the dummy shot. I thought if I shoot, it's just going to hit the defender. The best shot I had there was taking it past him with a little fake shot and then try and build something from there, but it didn't quite work out. And now they have got a chance forward here. Bellerin, I find, does get himself caught out just a little bit sometimes. I think the main difference between Bellerin and Laird in regards to where Laird would maybe be a better option at times is Bellerin's positioning. Every now and again, he's just a little bit high up for me, and that doesn't help when I then find a beautiful pass to him and try and set him forward on a counter-attacking run. But that one's on me. Losing the ball, not a great spot here. It's going to drop to Arnold, who has a strike. Seni was never getting near that one, and Arnold hits the upright. It could have been very problematic for us. They're going to try another chance here. Arnold again, and a much tamer shot has found its way over Seni and into the back of the net. I said that I thought the first goal in this one would end up being the decider, and it is certainly, unless I can pull something out of the hat, going to be a bit of a problematic one to concede there. It's not the best of strikes there. Look, I feel like Dickey maybe could have got there a little bit quicker. Seni, it's well and truly over him. He's not getting to that one. And that is going to be not a great time to concede with only 10 minutes left on the clock. I am going to have to try and do something a little bit drastic here. We're going to take off Chris Willock for Lecco, swap Lecco and Vega round. Also going to take off Bellerin for Laird. Hutton is going to make his way off for Linden. It's not necessarily the most impressive change that we can make, but it's a change we're going to have to try. Dexter Howe comes on in the middle of the park. Fresh legs in the middle of the park as well. It's just kind of trying a bit of everything. 4 changes in one. Just hoping that something can stick. So you guys know the changes that have been made. Can they work out for us? Let's hope and pray. Ball into Lecco straight off the bat. He's up against Junior. Then Tarkovsky. And Lecco, hold on, has found his way through one-on-one. It's a good save from Pickford. If Lecco could have been a little bit quicker to react to the save and get to that the ball nice and quickly, a little bit quicker than the defender, and we could have maybe had just a simple tap in, the easiest goal he'd have scored this season, I'm sure. But Linden now on the ball, going to try and set away Ilias Chair, trying to take it past Tarkovsky. He's not going to be able to do so. How? Into Vega. Vega can't quite turn his man. We're going to lose the ball here. A minute of extra time is absolutely nothing. They're just going to keep this ball, going to play it back to Pickford, and they're surely going to blow the whistle. Linden nearly winning that ball, and we do taste our first defeat since joining the Premier League. It is to Everton, 2 teams right at the top of the Premier League table. There's inevitably going to be losses, and sadly, we are going to be the team that receives it today. It is what it is. We tried our best. We pushed as much as we could. The frustrating thing, I think, is not making the most of some of those earlier chances. I can think of 2 chances with Chair, a chance with Hutton that was very well saved by Pickford, it has to be said. But we do get our first defeat. It does suck. It is a bad taste in the mouth, but it is what it is. It was going to happen at some point. As I say, our first loss was inevitable. It was going to happen at some point. And I guess, I mean, obviously, I want to go out and win every single game, of course. I guess for the sake of some realism, it's not the end of the world. I guess, we'd probably be at top of the table, right? I'm imagining Everton are in first place right now. They're not. They are in... Okay, so we could have been as high as 3rd, right? Okay. I'm sure a lot of people would have been like, nah, it's not crazy realistic that you guys are set up there right now. And that's fair. That is perfectly fair. But all I can do is play the games and give it my best for every game, which is what I do. But sadly, our best wasn't quite enough in the last one. But it is what it is. Again, we're still comfortably sat right here in 8th as things stand, in great company, up against the likes of Chelsea, Man City, Man United, and Leicester. So, we can't complain about where we're at anyway. The main thing for this season, and it would be for any team that goes up, is survival. As long as you stay in the Prem, I think we've done a good job. Let's get on to the next game. It doesn't get any easier, I can tell you that. I said it doesn't get any easier, and I was not lying. Up against Man United in our second game of the episode, you can see, obviously, they brought in Aruhu, who I thought was going to come in at centre-back, but Tuanzebe is playing at centre-back, with Arujo playing out wide. Laird probably would have been their backup if we didn't sign him from them. Still have Ronaldo, of course, in this save, and Brandt has been brought in for them. Sticking with the same 11, my main hope from the game today is that Harvey Hutton can get himself on the score sheet, because he has struggled realistically since us joining the Premier League, and it has not been an easy time for him. But hopefully today he can come up against one of the best teams historically in the Premier League and hopefully come away with a goal of his own. And fingers crossed that can be what we achieve today as the boys walk out at Old Trafford. McTominay, the captain for Man United. Any Man United fans? Let me know your thoughts on that one. If I was to pick a captain from this team that's currently coming out, I probably would have picked either De Gea or maybe Casemiro. I don't know. There's a lot of new players in that team. Someone like Bastoni, someone like Arujo, Grimaldo, a lot of new players there. But Ronaldo, obviously, in this save, still very much in the red of Manchester, yet to join Saudi Arabia. I don't know if it will happen in the save. But regardless, Again, today, the main thing when you come up against a team like Man United as a newly promoted team is go out there and give it your best. And if your best managed to get you a point or three, then it's nice perks of the job, eh? Come on, you us. Oh, this is not a good start here for us. Worked around really nicely. Anthony's pass a little bit loose there. Otherwise, that could have been problematic. Ronaldo in a really good spot there and played himself a really nice pass, of course, off to Anthony in the first place. But Hutton here going to try and play out wide. You could see what I was trying there. I was trying to do that. And we did it with the second bite of the cherry. A little bit lucky to have been given that second chance here. But Bellerin, I tried to put the cross in there. It's not a kind of cross you see too often in FIFA, but it's one that you see quite often in real life. That sort of edge of the box, and then you play that sort of whipped cross in there to try and find somebody making a run. But didn't quite work out this time. And thankfully, we stopped that small attack there from United as well. Anthony on the ball, well stepped in there by Ferro. Was criticised in the post-game conference in the last match there. And I don't really know why. I don't think he had a particularly bad game, but that is a lovely bit of play. Hutton might not be a goal scorer, could have been a goal provider. I tried to, you know what I did there? I did the shot that would have been against somebody in Ultimate Team as they predict what I was going to do and move their keeper. I'm against the AI. They're not going to move their keeper. They're the AI, Tom. Chance here. Arujo brings it forward, finds Anthony. Anthony tries to play. Oh, Anthony, I don't know. Regardless, that is offside by Ronaldo. That was super close. That is a terrible check. I'm going to shut up. De Silva plays it in here to Willock. And Willock is just going to burst down this line. Lovely run here from Chris Willock. It's a good cross. It's going to be met, however, by Arujo, I think, came across there and helped out De Gea. It was a very, very good effort there. Obviously, the only real target man I have on the pitch right now is Hutton, and then obviously Linden on the bench. Vega and Chair are not the tallest of people. Willock's got a bit of height on him. Willock can win a header, but he was the one making the cross, so I wasn't expecting him to get in the box and on the end of it. Ball inside here. We're going to find Hutton. Hutton with a lovely pass again to Ilias. The touch was a little bit heavy there, but Hutton is finding some really good passes, and Ilias is making some fantastic runs. It's something that really does help. And I said this before, the difference with playing Ilias out wide and playing him down the middle. Down the middle, he really does have a great attacking positioning, and he really does find some lovely runs, and is, you know, is going to benefit from doing that. He's going to find some more goals. He's maybe going to find a few assists by making some of these runs as well. So fingers crossed he can keep that one up. And here we have a bit of a chance here. De Silva's going to bring this ball forward. Going to just have a shot with De Silva. I'm going to waste a chance with De Silva is exactly what I should have said. As now that we're going to approach half-time, there it is. It's been a tricky one. Obviously, United have found the back of the net, but no goals on the score sheet as of yet. Been a tough one. The wasted chance from me with Ilias, and it was from me. Ilias probably should have scored it, but I have tried to play against somebody playing Ultimate Team instead of playing against the AI. And I've only got myself to blame. I'm just going to see if they do re-show it here. This is the offside. It's very close, by the way. It's very close because Dickey here does have the ball, but then just steps up enough. Well, I'm actually looking at that. Ronaldo's nearly entirely offside, so it is, in fact, offside. It's not going to show me the Ilias chair chance. That's fine. We will crack on. I'm going to make a change a little bit earlier here. I don't tend to make the change this early. You guys know me. I tend to stick with my if it ain't broke, don't fix it. And it's not necessarily broke, but I wouldn't say it's working at its best potential. Leko's going to come on. Looked a good threat in the game against, oh my God, who did I literally just play? Everton. A good threat against Everton, but didn't have too much time to really have much of a stamp on the game. So we'll give him a half. We'll give him 45. We'll see how he does. Let's see how we do in the second half. Come on, you Oz. Leko getting on the ball nice and early here. Going to play a nice little 1-2. Not quite a 1-2. It's a 1-2-3. And he's offside. We tried. Going to play this ball forward here to Leko. Again, getting involved quite a bit here early on. And that's not just because I'm forcing the ball to him. Lovely cross. Willock, as I said, can win a header. Does win the header, but doesn't quite get the shot on target. Really lovely cross there, I have to say. That ball from Leko is perfect. And Willock, he's got to do better there. He has got to do better. He's got to find the target. That is disappointing. But again, really good chance. And the pace. Oh, Hutton, hold on. Hutton, mate, given an absolute sitter. given a golden opportunity there from De Gea, legendary, having a mare. And Hutton, I said we needed to get him on the score sheet a little bit more, and sometimes a little bit of luck is what you need. That is an absolute howler from De Gea. Hutton picking up the loose pass there, and we are going to find the back of the net. It was very nearly saved from De Gea. He very nearly amended for his mistake, his wrongdoing. But on his weaker foot, Hutton finds a beautiful strike, hits that side netting. It really is a lovely finish from the open goal. That's his third goal in 5. The form hopefully can find its way now. We need him to be well and truly finding these goals. A goal every other game is nothing to sniff at particularly, but you know, we're wanting Hutton to be the next big thing. He is our youth prospect. He is our future star, and we want him to be a star of today, and hopefully he can achieve just that. Score more goals like that, my friend, and you will indeed. 1-0. Come on, you R's. Let's go. Going to get the ball here to De Silva. De Silva's going to look down the line. It's a good block there from Tuanzebe, who finds himself in the right back position. Him and Arujo kind of have swapped, which is kind of weird that that's happened, but it is what it is. That's not the end of the world here. Hutton can't quite find that pass, and it's unfortunate. And you know what? I've only just realised I said I was going to sort out squad shirt numbers, and I didn't do that. Do I want to do that after this game? I need to concentrate on this game, and then we'll think about squad shirt numbers. Lecco with the ball here. Lovely stuff. Can he get another cross in there? It's sort of a weird second touch. He sort of takes a weird touch before crossing that one, but it doesn't find a player in blue and white. Oh, it's a lovely pass there through. Lovely interception, though, from Ferro. Again, like I say, I don't see why he was given such a battering in the press in that last game, because I think he had a decent game. And talking of decent, this could be very decent. Would have been double decent if we found the back of the net and doubled the score there. But it's a good save from De Gea. We are going to have a corner. We are going to make some changes. Chair, Henry, De Silva and Ferro making way for Howe, Laird, Field and Dunn. Just to clarify, Field coming on at DM, Howe coming on at Cam, Laird at left back, and then Dunn at centre back. So pretty much like for like changes. The only not quite like for like you'd say is maybe Howe coming on for Chair, because we've sort of said in the past Howe is more of a box-to-box CM than he is a Cam. But my thought process is he might come back a little bit more and every now and again drop into like a third centre mid rather than having like that Cam role. So it means that Hutton's going to be a little bit more isolated up top, but it does mean hopefully the midfield get a little bit of extra help. And by the way, that could have been a problematic chance there. Really, really good work from, I think it was Dickey. I'm not too sure. It could have been done. I'm not 100% sure, but really good work in the end as well. I think that's going to be offside for Dexter Howe. It is. Really nice pass. Good run, but I was just too slow with the pass. And yeah, that could have been slightly more problematic than it was. Malakia coming on for Arujo. What will be interesting is if Malakia plays at centre-back, which it kind of looks like he is, that is a quicker option, but it's not a very tall one. Chance for a cross, if there is one, could now be the time if we can get Hutton and or Willock in the right position. Could be a chance to try and find a decent little cross for. Oh, that's a really heavy touch from Dexter Howe. That's an absolute stinker. Really bad time to lose the ball, because there was only really chance there for one more bit of play, and it was going to end up being United. We got the ball away. Thank God for that. What a result that is. That was a bit of a smash and grab, it has to be said. Chances were very few and far between. Decent chance of Willock near the end of the half, the second half that is, and not a bad effort from him as well with the header. But the chance that counts is the chance for Harvey Hutton after an absolute mare from De Gea. A gift of a goal indeed. And Harvey Hutton going to pounce upon it and find the back of the net, finding his third goal of the season so far. 5 games in, 10 points accumulated, 2 points a game. I will absolutely take that. Things you well and truly love to see. Come on, boys. Very happy with that result. And as I said before the game, very happy that Hutton found himself a goal. It's really what we want to see. We want to see, you know, some of these, you know, up-and-coming players coming through and getting the goals. And Hutton is the epitome of that. Up next, we have a Carabao Cup game up against Leicester City. Not going to be an easy one. When I say the Carabao Cup is not our most important cup to focus on, you can hopefully see that intention with the team that we are currently running here. Patterson, Powell, Dunn, Ozzy, Laird, Amos, Field, Shadipo, Howe, Lecco, and Dykes. It really is a heavy, heavy rotation. And obviously, don't forget, in the Carabao Cup, we are going to use the highlight system. Obviously, this is a save from very, very early on in FIFA 23's game cycle. So sadly, the highlight system is still ever so broken. But for Carabao Cup is the only place we're really going to be using it right now. So let's jump into it. Let's jump into these highlights and see how we do today, if we can pick up a little cheeky pass into the next round. Obviously, Leicester City is not going to be an easy team to come up against. No mugs at all. Obviously, in real life, having a bit of a a weird interim period as a club, having a bit of a tough time of things. But in career mode especially, no mugs, and it's not going to be the easiest of games. But we have got our squad rotation players playing today. Let's see how they do. Let's see what kind of chances we are given. Fantastic start. Really, really good start as we concede a penalty. Benacer going to be stepping up, the former AC Milan player. I'm going to go right here. And he's gone left. Patterson with the first chance, I think, in the club to do anything. And it's a pretty tricky thing to start off with up against the penalty. So, yeah, not the most ideal of chances there. Leicester City on a counter-attack here. Hurst here going to be coming away with the ball. Kenneth Powell isn't quite going to get there with that slide tackle. Ozzy and Dunn do the job between them. Good stuff from them both. Another counter-attack 35 minutes in. Still Leicester City in the ascendancy. Still Leicester City getting the chances in the highlights. Really bad pass and run there, so we win that ball nice and easily. Can we actually... Oh, we actually get to attack on this because we won the ball back. Let's go. Sam Field. Oh, he's hit it wide of the post. That really is a stinker. We're in the second half now. That could have been a really good chance there. We maybe should have done better there. That's very, very unfortunate. Going to play the ball out to Shadipa, who, by the way, actually asked to start this game. So he was going to get minutes because he did ask to play. That's a wasted chance for me. That's really, really frustrating. We do get a corner, however. Luke Amos, mate, I need you to absolutely bang this corner. This corner needs to be perfection. We've got big man Lyndon Dykes in there. Come on. Lukey boy. Just over 3 bars. Good corner. Doesn't quite win it, but we are going to keep the corner alive here. Going to drop to Lyndon. Lyndon with the shot. Really good save from the keeper. 72 minutes, though, and it does go to Leicester City again. Apparently a crossing opportunity. Of course, no one in the box. So, yeah, really good crossing opportunity, EA. Well done. Smart. Let's see if we can keep this one away. Laird is going to try and run out to it. Ozzy now up against 3 here. Not ideal for Mr. Ozzy Kakai. And he... Oh, I was going to say they're just going to sort of dance through us there, but do really well to get rid of it. Another counter-attack for Leicester. Not many chances going our way. And to be fair, when you look at the disparity in team ratings, it's not particularly surprising. Obviously, they're going to give Leicester most of the chances because you would assume, looking at the squad differences, that they would get most of the chances, being probably considerably higher rated on average. Ozzy does enough to stop them having a clear-cut opportunity. And now a solo run here. Lyndon Dykes going to be running through on a chance. And you can see Lecco is there with him. Lecco, mate, I'd absolutely love it if you make me a beautiful run. Yes, Lecco. Yes, Lecco. Look what we're doing, boys. Messing it up. Messing it up, boys. Simple chance, simple opportunity, and it's wasted. And now Ozzy has got a really tough chance here to try and defend. Oh, we do have players back there in Jimmy Dunn. Well done, Ozzy, stepping in as well in the end anyway. Wasted chance there. The sweaty from Lecco. Realistically, I had to sweat that. With the way I'd made that run, the run from Lyndon, the sweat was 1000% on. I had to do it. And I bottled it. It was a stupid pass from me. I could have shot with Lecco. Lecco, we know, has scored goals for us in the past. I could have had a go. It's a wasted opportunity. We're out of the cup. Again, it's not the end of the world. The Carabao Cup is at the bottom of our priorities at the moment. But it's still an absolute... I can't even look at it. It's such a bad miss. It's and Alex Smithies was up against us. Mate, honestly, I would say, bit of a QPR legend. He was so, so good for us. Well, an episode that didn't necessarily go all our way today. 2 losses and a win. I would say the biggest game of the episode we did manage to get the 3 points from, which in itself is obviously very, very nice indeed. Sat in 9th place. I cannot be upset about that. I cannot turn my nose up at that. We're doing very, very well. 3 teams at the bottom are Southampton, Bournemouth and Brighton. No wins for any of them. So that's obviously going to put you in a bit of a bad situation if you can't get a win in the league. Thankfully, we have managed to do that so far. And Spurs sat there near the bottom of the table. The Blades obviously doing a decent enough job staying out of the bottom 3, but they are only out of it on a technicality, on a goals for, basically. It's not a good situation for them. Leeds and Burnley down amongst it as well, with Leicester City, obviously, who we did just lose to, down there as well. But our next game is up against bottom of the table Southampton, which will be in the next episode. Hopefully you guys are enjoying the series. If you are, then please leave a like on the video. It supports me, the video, this channel, and the series out a whole bunch. If you're new, hit the sub button and turn notifications on to be told anytime that we upload a video. If you want to watch us on our live streams, it's Hersey Games over on Twitch. I do stream over there and sometimes on TikTok, so make sure you go follow both of those. The links to both are down in the description. And while you're down there, make sure you show some love to the channel sponsors. Thank you again for supporting the channel. That's it from me. Thank you for watching. I've been Tom. You guys have been awesome, and I'll see you soon. Look after yourselves, and of course, wash your hands in a bit.
Slap bald head, yeah, it'll probably hurt me. Bang top bins, it'll probably hurt you. Ginger, streamer, platform, YouTube. Drop a name in the chat, we'll say hello. Entertain, yeah, you already know. Capital H, yeah, I'm a read it slow. Hursty Games, yeah, you already know.